When you want to celebrate, these are the 5 bourbons you need. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Bourbon Hutch, and thanks so much for joining me on this journey through the world of whiskey. So today we are talking about bourbons that are fit for a great celebration. So admittedly, I do have this theme on my brain because in just about a month as of the filming of this video, I'm going to be getting married. So on my wedding day, I've been thinking about what bourbon I want to crack open and have as a celebration pour. And that got me thinking in general, like what kind of bourbons and what kind of bottles are great when you want to commemorate or celebrate a great experience. So at the end of this video, I'll actually show you guys and reveal what bourbon I'm going to be opening and cracking and tasting and trying and enjoying on my wedding day. But for now, let's dive into the list with the first bottle. This is one that has a lot of specifics to it that makes it pretty special, and that is Blanton's. But I think in particular this represents any bottle with a dump date. I'm not sure how many other brands do this. Of course, Blanton's is the most known for it. Like a single barrel product where you get more specifics about, the floor it was aged on, how long it was aged, what barrel number even, Blanton's goes a step further and gives you the dump date. For me, for this bottle right here, this was actually dumped on September 7th, 2022. So it is really cool to have a very specific date assigned to your bottle. That means if you have, a child who's born in a specific year or on that specific date, or a memory of a loved one or anything like that, you can commemorate it with a bottle of Blanton's or another product that has a dump date. Would love to know in the comments, do you know of other bottles that have dump dates? Because that would be an interesting thing to track, and maybe, maybe you've cracked one open as a celebration pour. Okay, so let's go into bottle number 2. This one is when you really want to step it up in terms of age. And so for that, I've picked Knob Creek 18. I don't think much says celebration quite like, hey, I'm cracking open the oldest bourbon I have, So Knob Creek 18 is a great pour. I got the first release of it back in, I think, 2022. And so delicious stuff, but it's really that 18-year-old age statement that catches your eye and makes this a much more special pour. Beautiful presentation as well. So that goes a long way. But again, it's when you want something impressive and celebratory, age does help that equation. All right, so bottle number 3 is gonna be basically a unicorn bottle. And for that, from my collection, I've chosen President's Choice from Old Forester. Quite simply, probably the hardest bottle to get from Old Forester. Very rare, only at the distillery or online when they sometimes drop it. That's how I got this bottle. Very expensive at like $280. Oftentimes some of the most well-aged product from Old Forester. Mine's almost 11 years old. I know that it's, the barrel number 82 for this particular release and story here. It's beautiful presentation, but this really does represent any unicorn bottle, a bottle that is really, really difficult to find and you're gonna cherish. And hey, when a celebration comes along or a reason to commemorate something, you can crack open that super rare pour and feel great about it. All right, so bottle number 4 is going to represent essentially just the best of the best. And for that, I've chosen Russell's Reserve 15 year. Hard to beat this bourbon. Honestly, I think it might be the most flavorful, the best thing in my collection. And that makes it pretty much my favorite bourbon. So in terms of flavors, black cherry through the roof, sort of vanilla ice cream and oak. It is a delicious, decadent pour, perfectly balanced. And when you're looking to celebrate something, of course, this could fit into your unicorn bottle status as well, but for me, it really represents the best bourbon you have. The thing that you actually enjoy the most that just hits your palate perfectly. If you've got a bottle like that and you're like, wow, I wish I had 7 or 8 of these so I could just keep drinking them, that's one to crack open when you have the chance to celebrate something and to really commemorate or dive into an experience fully. So hopefully you have an occasion like that coming up yourself and you're going to be drinking on some good bourbon. Speaking of that, we've got my 5th bottle here, the bottle that I plan to crack open on my wedding day and really enjoy. Before I reveal that though, I do want to say, if you're enjoying all the content coming out of the channel, please hit the like button. That's what gets it out to the most people. While you're at it, if you haven't already subscribed to the Bourbon Hutch, consider doing that. We are trying to reach 5,000 subscribers by the end of 2025. I've been a little bit out of the loop with wedding planning in terms of staying on my cadence of releasing videos, but I do plan to release a lot more great content throughout the rest of the year. Okay, so my bottle, the one I'm going to crack open on my wedding day, it's very personal, and that's the reason I chose it. So let's see what it is. All right, it's Michter's Fort Nelson Reserve. This is a barrel strength bourbon that I personally got to fill up at the Bottle Your Own experience at Michter's. Michter's has quickly become one of my favorite brands in all of whiskey. Their premium products in particular have really, really impressed me. The fact that this comes in a beautiful box, that I got to write, the Bourbon Hutch on the outside to kind of personalize it for the channel. And then on the inside, you get this beautiful, beautiful presentation. Bottle has my name on it, the date I actually bottled it, which was 4/27/24. I've just been really excited not only to taste the bourbon, but to kind of show this off on my wedding day. Let me take this out of the box because this is a bit big. All right, well, there you have it. These are the bourbons that I consider some of the most apt for celebration in my collection. They each sort of represent a different category or way to celebrate. So specific date and dump date, extra age, unicorn bottle, your favorite pour or the best thing you have, and then something more personal, something that you've been able to personalize, whether that's going to Michter's and bottling it yourself. Maybe you got a bottle of Maker's that you got to dip in that red wax, something like that, that adds a layer of charm and personal touch. All right, everybody, that's gonna do it. That's my list of 5 great bourbons for celebratory occasions. I would love to hear in the comments below, what bourbons, what bottles are you, holding on to and waiting for that next occasion to celebrate. Till I see you guys again for another video, all I can say is keep drinking good whiskey and cheers.